This is February 9th, 2019. It's day 40. So today was a run day. I'm continuing the interval training program that I've been doing. Today's interval was a 4-minute run followed by a 1-minute walk, and I do that 5 times for a total of 25 minutes. So if you recall, back when I started this entire challenge, the training that I was doing was a 28-minute long interval run that ended with a 4-minute run. Now, I did not always complete that 4-minute run, so today was an interesting day for me because I was curious to see how well I do with 5 4-minute runs, all in a row with only a 1-minute walking break in between. And I gotta tell you, I killed it. Now, was it hard? Oh yeah, it was hard. I intentionally slowed down a good bit on a number of those runs just to maintain a run pace. Now there were a few times that I felt like I was moving a bit lethargically, but I stuck with it and knocked it out. I gotta tell you, this morning it was cold. It was 34 degrees outside. It was sprinkling. It was a little bit windy, and I was bundled up. In fact, if you noticed on the intro, that was actually me at the end of my run today, letting you know that it's day 40. So let's move on to the stats and just kind of look at things very, very quickly. I ended up going about 2.11 miles total. That included about a 5-minute walk afterwards. So the first thing you're going to see is my heart rate graph. And you're going to notice that my max was 173 with an average of 153. The interesting thing is I definitively spent more than half of my run in heart rate zone 5. So I think it's pretty clear that my heart rate zones don't really match what my actual experience is. But in order to get that figured out, I'd have to go to some sort of VO2 max place and figure out where all that stuff was, and that costs money, and I don't really want to spend the money to figure that out. So I'm just sort of sticking with it and kind of seeing where I'm at. Overall, like I said, the runs have been going pretty well. I haven't had any experiences that would lead me to believe that I'm pushing myself too far. So this graph is, once again, the heart rate at the top and the pace at the bottom. Now, you're going to notice something right there kind of in the middle, this big dip in the heart rate. For some reason, the heart rate sensor just lost all data for that brief period, and it took it a while to find it again. And so I'm pretty sure that is a complete anomaly. The other thing I want you to notice is that my pace is way more even today than it was on the previous run. I'm pretty happy about that. I was trying to focus a little bit more on trying to keep a steadier cadence. And I think it really helped because I was doing all these 4-minute runs, and I'd never done that before. And so it was a good feeling. And finally, this is the summary stat where you can see that my slowest pace was a little over 4 miles and my highest was at 7.9. It also shows you my average pace, which was about 14 minutes and 35 seconds for a mile. Again, there was walking in the middle of that, but I felt like that was a really good pace for trying to keep a steady run. I'm pretty sure that what we're going to see is that as the run times increase, my speed will decrease. Because right now, my primary focus is trying to train my cardiovascular system to sustain a run for a longer period of time. My ultimate goal really is to be able to run a 5K nonstop, because I've never ever done that. In every 5K I've ever run, I run for a little bit, then I stop and walk for a while. I run for a little bit more, and I stop and walk for a while. I really want to be able to sustain a 3.1 whatever mile run without stopping. And the only way I'm going to do that is to be able to run for 30 minutes or more. So all in all, I had a great run this morning. I felt it was an incredibly successful day. And that is a wrap for today. As always, thanks for watching.